What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf, and I'm very excited to be back filming, back in our natural element, and we got so much to talk about. So, yay, welcome back. Hey, Cyn.
I know. What's up, Jay? I haven't seen you in so long. I mean, I miss you.
I miss you.
I know we've been.
I miss our crazy sport. I miss it all.
Well, soon you'll be back, like in full-fledged. But I know you got things to do. We got things to do. But I got us covered. All right. So before anything, anywho, it's gonna be Jeandra's birthday, by the way, and it's gonna be Mother's Day, so we have to do that shout out. Her birthday's May 14th, so you know you can cash app her, you can send her Amazon gift cards. Just saying, I'm just saying.
Actually, you know what I want everyone for our birthday? We're going to come up with something. I'm going to create, well, Cynthia and I will do it together. We will create a Best Women's Boxing Show, period, Amazon wish list. And for my birthday, I would like people to buy from the Best Women's Boxing Show, period, wish list so we can continue to grow our dream. That's what I want for my birthday.
That's a great wish list. I love that. I love that. I mean, that's you know what, help us. You guys always ride with us and we appreciate everything you do, but you know, it takes money to
yes, it does.
Keep the lights on.
And just gear and that kind of stuff too. I'd much rather I can say you got in with us on the ground level and it's something I can have an attachment to. Like anybody can buy me a drink. I'm on right. on just being a woman, you know, I could just go sit somewhere. Someone's going to buy me a drink at some point.
Right. And, absolutely.
You know, invest it and, you know, believe in me. Love me. Love me out loud. Love us out loud. And
that's all that matters. All right, so we have lots to talk about. There's so many fights to get back, do a run it back. But yes, the very first fight, our run it back, is Canelo versus Munguia. Wow. What a fight week. That was, you know, like I did my own little thing on my own IGN channel of my own run it. It's a rewind. And girl, I saw
talk your shit. Run it.
I know it was cool. I mean, if you guys didn't know, I was the one that co-hosted with Miguel Flores. I did the grand openings and I did a public workout. The grand opening was streamed live on PBC, YouTube, Prime Video, and what is that called? DAZN. So yeah, I asked questions and it wasn't like I was being malicious. Absolutely not. If y'all didn't see it, there was a poster of David Benavidez looking ripped, and it's the guy, apparently, he comes to all of Canelo's fights with a poster of saying, you need to fight so-and-so. So it was Gennady, you know, whoever else. And apparently, and I said this before, many have told me, when I asked the question, the translator translated something else. Canelo understood what I said, but I don't know which answer or which question Canelo answered. And Canelo answered it back in Espanol, and the translator translated something else to me. And even I heard that the translator actually asked his own questions.
That's so lame.
And I was like, and so it's hard for me, and you know, these are legit Spanish, like Mexicans telling me that was not the translation. I'm like, but hey, you know what? It's out there. We all know that that's a fight Canelo should fight. I have very strong emotions about that fight of not being Berlong. But anyway, so that's what happened. It was crazy. Then you saw the press conference.
But wait, before we move on, let me hype you up. Let me wake it up for you and for all of you who are going to listen to the show. I am very proud of you. I thought you did a marvelous job. To have some type of feeling about that question is kind of disingenuous, because we know every 3,000 journalists who is going to be there that week, we're going to ask about that. They've been asking about it the whole time. They've been asking about it previously. He's going to do interviews about it. And ultimately, David's their fighter. Right. So in my opinion, and I'm sure there are others who share this sentiment, you alley-oop that shit to them to put the ball in motion. No matter what the outcome, it's going to keep the conversation going. They need to run you a little coin, you feel me? But I am proud of you. You alley-ooped that shit. You killed it. And if you hadn't asked the question, oh, they're so soft. It's supposed to be unbiased. And if you do ask, say, oh, you bugging. So look, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. But you was looking hella fine.
Oh, thank you.
Looked amazing. Sounded gorgeous. Looked gorgeous. Did a great job. I was in the cut doing birthday activities, and I had to stop and watch my girl, and you was killing it.
Oh,
So
thank you.
wake it up in the comments. Tell us in the comments if you were in the position of you're hosting a fight and people are clamoring, asking about something else. Do you ask the question or don't you ask the question?
Right. I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't a question like, oh, I'm going to have to ask. No, like my questions have to come naturally. And like, those are follow-up questions, but there was a poster. I couldn't help it. I mean, but I guess the way Canelo answered it was like, he's a troll. And apparently the translator did not translate that this guy has a dick in his ass. That's what Canelo actually said. But so obviously he can't, I understand why the translator can't say that, but yeah. So Martin, I totally understand you could not translate that specific part, that's something in the culo. I don't even know how to say dick or penis in Spanish.
Shout out to Gabe Rivas, the best translator there is. We miss you. So yeah, that is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Your face, that was my face when I learned what I was like, oh, because when Canelo answered me, he looked at me and smirked, and I'm like, and I even said out loud, I'm like, I think I know what you said, but not all of it. And then so I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, that's like not his answer was just like he's a troll. I'm like, I'm not sure if that's the full translation. So now I know it's not the full translation. But you know what? Kudos to everyone. It was a great fight week. Lots of shit talking. Canelo got
and
his,
most importantly, kudos to you.
Thank you. You have no idea. It was a big deal for me. It's a big deal for me. So I was really happy. The press conference. Talk about talking shit, man. I did not know that was going to go down. I knew it was going to eventually happen. I didn't know when. I didn't know how. But Oscar said his piece. He has every right to. Canelo had said his piece. He has every right to. We just happened to be the audience that got to see it live.
That's correct.
Live, full in effect. And wow.
Cousin Canelo is one of my favorite things. Let me just say that. English Cousin Canelo is so hilarious. Oh, I love it so. I can't get enough of it. On a side note, how come Canelo's tattoos are in English? I've always wondered that. Even when his English wasn't good, his tattoos were always in English. Food for thought. But anyway, Cousin Canelo is my favorite thing. And Oscar, Oscar dropped that shit like napalm. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. That was amazing. Come on, troll Oscar. Oscar is in his villain era, and I'm into it.
I love it. He's living his best life. I was really proud of Oscar for him saying, yes, I've had problems. I've had demons in my past. I've been to rehab 6 times. I'm so happy because everyone always trolls him about all his past, things that he's done. And it's like, look, I've already lived it. I've done it. He did a whole documentary on HBO Max. And what cracked me up was when Canelo was like, he has to write all his shit talking on a piece of paper. I can understand that, but you have to make sure you get everything in your speech. And I was like, man, it was just like, Saul was like talking smack while Oscar is like, you know what? You fought for me under X amount of years. Put fucking respect on my name.
Shout out to Birdman.
Wow.
Shout out to Birdman. What I mean, I was blown. I'm into the villain era. I'm into it. He's probably been holding all that in for a long time. He's like, I got my bad bitch. I got a nice crib. And Ryan with this blessed highly favored is just
we talking about Ryan after too. That's a whole whole telenovela.
We're gonna get to that.
But yeah, so I mean, thank God the fight wasn't ruined because Canelo stood up, and Oscar's not gonna back down. They're both fighters, but they weren't gonna screw up the bags. And I just love, I was just watching Jaime and Freddie. Jaime's just like laughing.
Yeah, he was having a time of his life.
You know what, right? It was
He's
it
having the
was
time of his life.
it was good. It really broke my heart that I could not film the footage for Best Women's Boxing Show,
Oh,
period.
I
It
know.
broke my heart, but I go, you know what? Even if I try to put it up now, everyone's already put it up. So, but we got other stuff. We got other things. I got other footage from Fight Week. I got behind the scenes footage, just things like that. Now, so
Mhm.
then all that fight night, we knew that Jaime was going to start fast. He had to. There was no rounds taken up. There's no feel out period. We just know that Canelo's going to, try to feel him out. But I wasn't surprised. He was winning the first couple of rounds until he got dropped with the
Mhm.
uppercut. And Saul was able to land that uppercut all night. Every time I said another uppercut, I was sitting next to Sean Zattel, and boom, another one, another one. It was just there for the taking. Uh,
He had
yeah.
his number. Canelo's head movement is so superior, and just in the opening rounds, like you, I agree that I thought Jaime was going to start fast. Youth was definitely on his side. The height was on his side. And I kept watching this play out and I thought, damn, is he making Canelo look old? And then it just like a switch. He flipped it and he started walking him down and uppercutting him to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that uppercut was mean. I can't even remember ever seeing Canelo drop anyone with an uppercut.
Yeah, it's
Seen
usually
body shots and head
yeah,
hugs.
body shots, yeah. And it was just weird. Obviously, it was an all Mexican showdown, so there were so many fight fans from Mexico or like Mexican fans just that will support all Mexican boxers. But at
Mhm.
one point, they're like Munguia, Munguia, like really loud, and then at the same time, we're like, when Canelo was winning, same fans saying Canelo. I'm like, y'all turning on each other, but it was fun. It was a really good fight. The whole fight card was fun. Um, Canelo, some people said, do you believe he literally carried Jaime Munguia? I remember Terence Crawford tweeted that. Then I saw the 12th round and I'm like, I kind of understand what he's saying because he hurt Munguia, but then Canelo clinched him when he wasn't the one that was hurt. Usually when you clinch, you're hurt. So you're holding on for dear life. But Canelo
Mm,
held him up. And I go, maybe, just to keep him up for the whole 12 rounds to go, 12 rounds. But hey, that's just a theory that everyone's been saying. I'm not saying
mhm.
it happened, but I did see that. But overall, I think all the fans won for this fight, and Jaime Munguia's stock has gone up, totally
Absolutely.
gone up.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're going to take a L, look, it's who are you taking the L to? You
Hmm.
know, styles make fights and pedigree makes fights, and Canelo is a bona fide Hall of Famer, first ballot, just an iconic figure in boxing,
Yep.
period, not just this era. When it's said and done, he'll be iconic in the
Yeah.
sport, not just during this time. So if you're going to take a L, it's no different from when Canelo took a L of Floyd.
Yeah. I mean, it's how you
Oh,
lose and how you win, and it's who you lose to. That's what
that's
matters.
correct.
So for Jaime Munguia losing to Canelo, pound for pound, great. And
He's going to
he
be
was
fine.
able to go 12 rounds. I mean, yes, he got dropped, but he still was able to hold his own. Sadly, I mean, when people asked in the press conference how you were able to land that uppercut, and Canelo's like, I could see his shots. He was actually slow. So remember, Jaime Munguia, this is his
Mhm.
third fight at super middleweight. So he's just going to get better. He's going to learn a lot from this fight. And, you know,
He's a
I
very young man. What is
yeah,
he, like
26,
25-ish?
I think. 26.
Yeah, yeah, he's very young. Lots of time to learn, to grow. You
Hmm.
never know what you just never know. You never
Yeah.
know. So kudos to both of those gentlemen. It did look like a very festive atmosphere. I too enjoyed the card. I really enjoyed the main event. Is this the right way to segue into Ryan's crazy ass? Excuse me, maybe in the back.
Yeah, we
Is this
could.
the right?
Well, yeah, because Brian was there during the weigh-ins, and of course, during the whole after the press conference of the whole debacle with Oscar and Canelo, we thought that was the only thing in me in the news. Girl, I've never had so much boxing news in my life in one day. I'm like, and I could not even have a boxing brain to even post back. Ryan Garcia tested positive for ostrophene and nandrolone 19, aka DECA.
Wow.
He's requested the B sample. He requested it 2 days ago. So there's all these posts out there saying he's negative for. You guys have to wait for the B sample. Like he's not completely cleared. So stop with all of this, because I think the B sample gets tested on the 22nd. But I get it. Ryan swears up and down all around that he did not take it. Honestly, maybe if he took it, it was probably a tainted supplement. I don't know, but this is like, it's so bananas. And now he's throwing Victor
Everything
Conte under the
it's
bus,
overdrive.
Devin, everyone.
It's caused so many like the waves of that are so vast to not only the people are now experts on dosing and percentages and the one substance, it doesn't matter how much you have. If you have any, that's a problem. It's the
Ostrapine. Yeah.
that
AKA what Ryan calls it, ostrich.
yeah, the ostrich. And then on top of that, so that in turn triggers the conversation again with Alicia and what she's going through, and Connor Ben, and then Tank not trusting Eddie, good catcher, you know, shout out to Chicana Boxing. The waves of this have it's like a boxing version of the, let me not even make that comparison.
It's a reality show.
It is. It's crazy. It's really insane right now.
I've never seen it. And, you know, I can understand, of course, Devin is now, like before, of course, he was hurt and just upset with himself. And he went on I think ESPN Sportscast or Sports Center. And he said, you know, I was questioning myself as a fighter, my team, blah, blah, blah. And now with this coming out, he's like, if it's true, he could have killed me, especially with the way he beat. I mean, Ryan still beat him regardless, but he did come in 3 pounds overweight. So already he already, you know, but like I said, Devin took the money. But if the PEDs were in his system, then that, because the money and accepting the money is fair game. But it's the PEDs that we don't know about. And now you just mentioned Connor Ben. I just saw Connor Ben has now been re-banned from fighting in the UK once again since the BWBSP and the UCAD and whoever, they reappealed it, and now he got rebanned. Girl, he hasn't fought in the UK since I think 2021.
Yeah, they said absolutely not. You are
and I get it. But how is it he can fight in
Vegas? Slumming around Vegas. See the twin brains, see the minds at work. But yeah, it's just like, is Vegas going to become the new Texas?
Well, hello, Texas just allowed Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Exactly. What is going on here, kids? They're like, you know what? We're going to get these fights off regardless. So take all the PEDs you want. We're just going to, if it looks like it's going to make some money, then it's on. It's on.
Honestly, if your people are going to do PEDs, then it should be a full thing. Like the Olympics, they have that I forgot who's doing it. I think he's one of the owners of not Twitter, one of those apps, but he's one of the investors that they're going to do like an Olympics where it's all, you can do all the PEDs you want. I'm like, that's a fair playing. It's
if people know what they're signing up for.
Yeah, they know. But this one, I mean, I saw that Devin Haney is now they sanctioned to fight Sandor Martin, but his mandatory. I was like, Devin just got an ass beating. I'm sorry, like I don't even know if he's right, like mentally. I can't. All these concussions that people are having. So that's pretty much it. Now on to another ass beating. We saw the very next day, Inoue versus Nery for undisputed.
Holy shit.
He's gone undisputed 3 times in, I think, a year, or 2 times undisputed in a year. That's the fastest I've ever seen it. Hey, Japan, 55,000 people in the seats at the very first bell. America, what are we doing wrong here?
Getting high and getting dressed and getting drunk.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Taking pictures. It's all the bullshit.
That is true.
See, Asian countries are efficient.
Yeah.
They are focused, and they're
clean.
Like, I spent my money. We gonna get this train. I want a whole night of fights.
Right.
I want all of my fights for my money.
I woke up at 4 a.m. I tried waking up for the actual card, but I was so dead tired from fight week that I just, I just barely made it up to get them right at the beginning of I think one of the best ring walks besides Terence Crawford, but like that guy playing the guitar for Nioa, I'm like, this is a total
That was
rock star.
bomb. That was
That was
bomb.
bomb.
For my WWE heads that watched this, it reminded me of this. There's a wrestler named Shinsuke Nakamura, who sometimes when it's like the big WrestleMania, they have a guy who plays his theme on it's just so dope. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. So yeah, shout out to that. So these great ring walks, we get this ring walk and the fight starts. Before the fight starts, the Asian people are booing. I've never heard Asian people boo in my
I know
life.
they're very respectful, so I was really shocked. Usually they clap like this. But if you guys don't know, Nery was banned from Japan, a lifetime ban. And in order for Nioa to become undisputed, they had to lift that ban because Nery came in like 5 or 6 pounds overweight, which is dangerous because they're small weights. And
again,
so they lifted
weight
it.
banning.
Yeah, it's the weight banning, and crazy enough that he got his ass spanked. And now he has the Japanese people respect Nery because what they did to Nioa and what Nioa did to him. He came back after that knockdown in the third round he just caught him clean, I think with the left hook or right hook or both. I can't remember. But I was like, oh my God, Nioa's down. Like, that's not normal. That's never happened. First time in his career. And I was like, man, I think Nery, people underestimated Nery. He has power, scary power. But it was a good ass fight. I was hyped. I was like, I can't go to bed now, but I have to go to bed. It's like 5 a.m. I gotta go to bed.
I was watching it. I was in the room watching it, and I was screaming. Oh, because I had hooked my computer was still out in parts unknown and watching the fight, and I was screaming at the TV. I couldn't believe. Oh, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to run that back again today. I gotta watch that ass beat again. That is a bad, 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 bad ass man.
Yeah, the monster
Is a bad ass man. Woo!
Yeah, he doesn't need to come to America. He's already fought in the States, guys. If you didn't know that, yeah. And so he's already he made 6 million. And allegedly, I read, I don't know if it's true, the Turk, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, wants to do that fight versus Bam if he beats Estrada next week or in 2 when he fights in Arizona in UK.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Bam put it on that boy that was in love with Claressa Shields. What's that boy's name?
It's Edwards.
He beat
Sonny Edwards. Yeah. Oh my God. So I don't know. We shall see. But I mean, I saw a lot of people catching flack, like people saying, oh, Nioa should go fight Terence Crawford, like weight classes. But but then there's Terence Crawford moving up to fight Canelo. But I go, the little men are different. They're just little.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, that's that. I'm not going to get into that drama because I just want to see Nioa. He's so nice, and just like he thanked Nery. He goes because of his knockdown and for giving him a fight and for him to have the chance to be undisputed. I've never seen the Japanese crowd be even louder than this, or like yeah, like screaming. But it was Nery got dropped 3 times. You saw Nioa Inoue. He said, after that, I was so focused that I was out to kill him. And he sure did. I was like, Nery's down. And the way he did that last knockdown, he slumped. He was like that.
He beat his ass. Oh, wow. That was so exciting. I just pray that I get to go to Japan and see that man fight in person at least.
That, you know what? That is going to be a goal for Best Women's Boxing Show period. Like for us to cover a fight in Japan. I don't even
care who the opponent is, just as long as I get to see one time live before he retires. In Japan. I've seen him here.
Yep.
When he was on Tom Loeffler's card.
Shout out to Tom Loeffler for doing that.
Shout out to Tom Loeffler.
Yep. So, but yeah, so that was the recap from this past weekend. But then tonight, if you guys don't know, Lomachenko versus Kambosos is fighting in Australia, in Perth. And girl, did you see that face off? It was like 3 minutes and 26 seconds. George was like blinking. Loma was like dead set. I go, I don't think he's blinked. And I'm like, he's staring in his soul, like straight through and just already eating him alive. And I think it's gonna be good. I have it, I bet on it. I bet
Oh,
under 10.5. I bet it Browns 9 through 12. I don't, people say unanimous decision. I don't know. I think that maybe he might take him out in the 10.5, somewhere around the late rounds like that. I don't know if it's
can
gonna
you
go.
can you bet for me? Do you have to go to a sports book or can you do it online there?
I have a betting app now. So you bet here.
Okay, don't say their name.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
say their name. Hey, betting app.
Yeah. So I went to a casino to make sure that to show I'm 21 and I live here in Vegas. 'Cause apparently I can't bet on certain apps because they're not allowed in Vegas. Weird.
Mhm.
But I see them on the ring mats being big sponsors, which is so odd to me. But yeah, so I just bet $20 and hey, if I win, I win. I don't remember. I think like $200.
Ooh, I'm gonna sell you. I want to bet too.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I want my bet to be. I want to go for a long shot bet.
Okay. Hey, you never know. I went on the Nioa thing. I put $20 that he was gonna be um in the 10th, wait, under 6 rounds. Girl, I picked the 6th round. And I just put a small little
Wow.
bet. Yeah, and nothing crazy because then in my mind, I'm like, damn, I should have put this. But no, I don't want to do that.
I think I want to bet Kambosos by knockout in less than 6 rounds.
Really? Okay, you're really
I
betting the underdog.
I want to really go like a huge long
Okay.
shot.
I'll put let me write that. Okay, so all right. Okay, Kate. Yeah, just send it
And
to me
we'll
later.
see if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. If
That's
I
what that's
win,
what
I wonder what girl, we might be starting to fund this damn Japan trip early.
All right. So then on the same card, okay, so Loma hasn't been in the ring since his loss to Devin Haney, which many believe he won. And then he should have been undisputed. But now he's gonna get the next best thing. And if he wins, Bob Arum has said he would like to pair him up with Shakur. But Shakur is now talking that he might go free agent after his fight against
Oh.
the guy that had gave Frank Martin trouble at the Cosmo. I remember that fight. And so we shall see,
Mm.
but and then also on the same card, Nina Kambosos, Nina Hughes, she is fighting Cherneka Sugar Neeks. She's defending her WBA bantam. So if you guys don't know, what's her face? Boobs. What's her name?
Ebony.
Ebony. Ebony Bridges. When she had the title, Nina was always calling her out to unify, unify, unify. And then we saw that Ebony lost. So now Mio, I can't remember her last name. She's now the title holder. So we shall see. But about Alicia real fast, she says she's gonna be fighting. I don't know. I want to say she might be fighting on the Jake Paul card, but I don't I don't think that they've even announced the undercard, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
they
what's happening
haven't
with that.
yeah, they've only announced that it's Jake and Tyson and Amanda and Katie Taylor.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
We're trying to get to that. We're gonna try. I just wish that the monster card there and the Terence Crawford boxing bonanza card in LA were not like a week and a half apart. But I'm definitely coming out for LA for that one, girl.
Yeah, we're going up for that.
Definitely.
We're going
Like
all up for
that's
that.
a I don't care. People are like, how long is this card? People are like joking. It's like
It
two.
don't even matter because
Because
we're all the way in.
Wilder, if Wilder beats Zhang, he's on the card fighting Jared Anderson. But we shall
Thank you,
see.
His
Thank you.
Excellency.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
Tim Zhu is going to be fighting Virgil Ortiz. You see, Tim is back with his father. I don't know what happened with that. Everyone asked me. I don't know, but that is going to be interesting because if y'all don't know Katya Zhu, he was a champion, like he was a beast, and so now he's training his son, and it's father-son teams against each other. So this card is gonna be so good. I just hope no one gets
We're all
injured.
in.
Just
What did they say? Where?
at the former Banco soccer stadium.
That's right. Oh yeah, I'm all in. We're all
Yeah.
in. We're
Yeah.
all
So
in.
I'm gonna get a hotel right there where I used to live in downtown.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
But that's
yeah.
gonna be happening. And just a little couple I did so when I was on the live stream for the Canelo, I said that I wanted to give out merch. Girl, that merch. Okay, so I bought this hat. I was gonna give it away, but it's like sweaty because it was so hot as balls during the weigh-in.
I like it. It's cute.
$45. You know, I can't buy a Canelo hat or a Munguia. I had to buy this, so I didn't want to look like I was choosing sides. But I
Right.
did. I didn't like any of the other merch. The only merch I liked was this Canelo shirt.
Oh, that's cute.
This is what this was his thing that he wore during the grand arrivals. So, but I know
That's
his
cute.
so, but look it says this. So it has this. It's very different from what he had. It's no boxing, no smile, world shit. No boxing, no smile. What else does it say on here? Put
I
on a
like
happy
that.
face. The game of life. Don't stop playing. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing. It's so very different from what he normally wears.
It's so
But
random.
can give this away if we want. If not, because I don't know if we should, because
Yeah,
it's
for
only a
sure.
Canelo thing. If not, because we can edit this out. I don't know because I don't want to
We
look
had
like
so much Canelo content that I think we probably got hella Canelo people following us now.
Okay, and then we have still the BMC stuff.
Viva Mexico,
I
cabrones.
have a shirt BMC. I have
Mhm.
2 hats that we
Oh,
can
yeah,
give
yeah,
away.
yeah.
We have to give it away. So we're gonna have to figure out, is it like the followers or whoever answers a question in our poll that we've been doing online. And I have
Why don't
2.
we make it a membership thing? Like we'll kick off our that you can have a Best Women's Boxing Show period membership, and maybe the first
The
4
first,
people who how many things you have there?
I have 4.
Yeah,
Do
because what I
anything
can
on
start
it?
doing is I can start stockpiling my entertainment stuff too, and we could be giving that away. I think we launch our membership and we make it very cheap, $4.99.
Okay, and then
And every month we randomly pick one of our members and we send them some shit.
oh, that's a good idea.
I have all this entertainment stuff.
I
It could
know.
be, if they follow us on Instagram, it could be some boxing shit, it could be some entertainment
Yeah,
shit, it could be
yeah.
both.
This will keep in because you see that if we're going to be starting a membership program, we should launch it this week.
Mhm.
So because she has, if you have not seen Jeandra's stories, this girl gets everything,
So much stuff.
everything. So yeah, but it's free swag from Best Women's Boxing Show period, but you have to be a member to our
That's right.
channel. And then we'll be doing some, we have to start doing our after hour show. We still have that we haven't dropped.
Oh,
That's like
yeah.
so dated, but we could still
It
kind of
don't
throw
matter. It
it.
could still be fun
Yeah,
content. You
it's
know
fun
what? Yeah,
content, guys.
we will
We
drop.
should drop it. And so that's pretty much it. Um, Mother's Day, and then that's it. We have
Mhm.
I don't even know what's coming up. Yeah, it's really Mother's Day and your birthday.
It's
So that's
natural. It's National Jandra
it's not
Day.
National Jeandra Day. It is National J Day, May 14th.
We the
There you
champ.
go. There's Ali. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that we haven't been able to drop a show, but we had to do a run it back and we had to catch up, like
Yes,
all this drama. So much
a
drama.
lot.
And Ryan's drama is still going on. We don't know what's happening. Connor Ben's drama is going on still.
Mhm.
There's a lot of drama.
Shoot, now that we can take a breath again and you get to take a breath again, because I mean, man, I feel like you were on back-to-back fight weeks for like, seemed like too much straight.
I was. I mean, the Canelo fight was just usually because if I'm podcasting for us, that's a beast. But I was doing 2 jobs at once, and the amount of work, and I do all my homework, guys. I write all my own questions. No one feeds me anything. They just give me a rundown of who's talking, who I'm gonna ask questions. So those are the papers that you see in my hand. Those are not questions that they wrote for me. My cards are my questions that I write. The next big fight, Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. Okay, Tank Davis has been making a lot of
Yeah.
noise. He's defending Ryan. We have to talk about this real. He's defending Ryan. Shout out to Chicana Boxing Lily. She got the footage. And when they said he said, he goes, he doesn't look any different. He just if he took PEDS, then his hands would be of stone. But he couldn't even knock out Haney. And he looks slower, he said. I don't know, but I don't
So,
it's kind of
and
interesting that Tank is defending Ryan. I know they
And but
I know they hate
and then
Devin,
turned around in the same breath said he'd fight Connor Ben, but he doesn't trust Eddie because of the Peds thing.
right?
Make it
I,
make sense. Make it make
right?
sense.
Right? And now Ryan just said, he goes, fine. You know what, Devin, let's run it back. I'll eat like a fruit all week and I won't sleep.
They've been doing they've been all being just so nasty to each other over there. Like we didn't even toe dip the whole Tank Floyd
Oh, yeah. I mean,
thing.
apparently I did ask Leonard Ellerby during fight week, where's Floyd? I hope he's all right. It's like, yeah, he was at the Clippers game. So there you go. Yeah, so Ryan said, Devin, fuck it, let's run it again. If you feel we were cheated, we can run it again. I'll only eat oysters for the training camp and I won't sleep. Yeah,
These kids talk too much. You
they
know,
do.
it's a whole thing going on. They talk too much. Tank's being that, him and Claressa, that's some nasty work there going on there.
The diss track
That's some
that
nasty
Claressa
work going
did.
on. Claressa ate him up.
Yeah,
Why is
honestly,
he messing with come on. You don't have
yeah.
nothing better to do.
I mean, I just when I saw that and then when I listened to her track, I'm like, oh.
That's a man, like this track culture, man. Well,
I like it. I think it's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious until someone gets hurt.
It's given a new life.
Yeah, it has.
So keep it in the booth. As long as everybody keeps it in the booth, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, Claressa is, if you guys haven't seen on our socials, they are popping. I mean, I just dropped clips here left and right.
Never scared.
Claressa was
never scared.
Just very honest. She believes Terence Crawford beats Canelo. And that's the fight that Turki Al-Sheikh said he wants to make. Yeah, she has a right. And you know, she's accomplished. She's a two-time or three-time undisputed, two-time gold medalist. Like, she knows her shit. And then also, and then lastly, Canelo did say, if y'all didn't hear, he said in an interview, yes, I'll fight David Benavidez, $200 million now. So he has given the price.
You know, Claressa picking Terence Crawford and the other side having an attitude kind of reminds me of when we were in Vegas together for the Teofimo card.
Yeah.
And Teofimo and our boy, the businessman,
Keyshawn Davis,
had that exchange, and Teo was mad that he picked Crawford over someone. I'm like,
what a baby.
Boy,
like, it's boxing, guys.
Supporters have a tough road. Jesus.
I don't know.
How many more ass whoopings he got to give out?
You know what? And credit to His Excellency. He was the investor in 2021 during BLK Prime. That was the investor.
Oh.
2021, he's been talking to Turki Al-Sheikh. When did he pop out? 2023. I was like, OMG.
Some people feeling moated because he said, oh, you remember it was a whole thing, like, I got the money, like,
yeah,
say less.
Like, don't worry, it got cleared.
Now so we know okay, I know we're going long, but there's a scene from the movie Coming to America when they go over and John Amos didn't like that she was hanging out with Prince Akeem because he didn't know he was a prince. And all of a sudden he's being nice. And she's baby, he got his own money. And when I say he got his own money, he got his own money. And it was like picture on the money. I feel like that's how His Excellency's money is going to start popping up at boxing stuff. He's got his own money.
So Jay, I'm so happy that we are back in the mix. It was great talking boxing with you, and then we're gonna catch up next week with the Run It Back to see who won, Kambosos, Nina Hughes, and what drama. Because every day something is happening. News is dropping, bombshell news, and by the time we get to the next Run It Back in a couple days, all hell has broken loose once again. All right, Jeandra, thanks for joining me. Another edition for the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf, and it's almost my birthday. We need to put that clip, my favorite one of us from the studio. It's your birthday.
Oh, it's I don't remember birthday. That one.
I'm going to find that clip.
I don't have it. All right, guys. Yeah, so make sure, remember, we are going to be doing a membership on our YouTube. Make sure you guys get it because Jeandra has Hollywood swag. I'm talking like she's got good stuff. I just have like the Canelo stuff. So that's still a perk. And we're going to be doing giveaways.
Go watch my reels on my personal Instagram.
Yes,
and you'll see some insights to the kind of stuff you could get.
Yeah, she got some Jordans, some Apple headphones, speakers, Beatport. Like, a Google phone,
T-shirts, Google phone, like just
she gets
all kind of
alcohol,
stuff.
she gets all
Liquor.
cool, and this is like this is Hollywood swag. It's not just box. This is Hollywood stuff. All right, guys. Hollywood. Okay, guys. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.